some of you have asked me to demo the leaves. It's something that I don't want you to get hung up on. I'm going to go ahead and demo these salal leaves and a few others. So I'm going to load my number 8 with some brown just to get a stem going. And I'm going to do a nice sturdy stem starting at the bottom. Put a few little twigs on the outer perimeter here. It seems a little heavy, so I'm going to just lighten it up by putting some water with it. And the last one here. Okay, so once you get your twigs on there, I want you to mix up a little bit of your sap green and your olive green. And that'll give you a nice, kind of more natural green to work with. We're going to start with this one here, and we're going to work up. And I'm just stroking. And I'm going to leave that little area in the middle to indicate that it is the middle stem vein. Here's another one. Let's work backwards and see if that's any easier for you. So start with the point of the leaf and work backwards. I don't want you to overstroke them. I want you to use nice concentrated color. And let's do a little bit bigger one. Keep it nice and natural looking. Okay, on the other side I'm going to add just a little bit more olive green. And you can, if you don't have olive green, you can pick up brown, and that will dull down your color. Let's do kind of a smaller leaf here. And that's very heavy, so I'm going to just pull out a little bit with a clean brush. I'm drying it on my towel or sponge. Let's do a little one in here. And an even smaller one. Okay, let's finish this off. 2 on the end. Whichever way is more comfortable for you, on this, starting from here or starting from here. And the last one. And this is called the salal leaf. It's what they use, florists use it in flower arranging roses a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and do a heart-shaped leaf. And on this one, I'm going to pick up a little bit, I want it to be more red. So I'm going to pick up some red with my brown. And let's start with the stem. And then pick up your red and a little brown even a little green to give it an earthier look. And make it nice and washy. And you're going to go down this time and come up. It's kind of a little heart-shaped leaf. And then on the other side, and I want to put in just a little bloom there, so I'm going to go back in and add some water. And I also want it darker down here, so I'm going to bloom a little bit of the color. Okay, that looks nice. Let's go ahead and try this other technique on the leaf. It's a subtracting technique. So go ahead and just make a stem for your leaf. And pick up some green, any green that you're comfortable with. I'm going to make a nice big leaf. This is more like a big magnolia waxy leaf. Oops, a little too big there. I like my vein nice and tiny. And fill it in. And I'm going to put just a little bit of water back in there. Now while it's drying, let me pull some of this out just so that we get that technique that I want. While it's drying, I want you to think about where some of the veins are going to go. Actually, let me pull that water out. I'm just going to use a tissue and paint back in the leaf, because we're going to do a different technique on this one. Okay, as it's starting to get dry, you can tell I've overworked it. There's a few little filaments, but it's still okay. As it starts to dry, and you've got to wait until it stops glistening pretty much, but you still want to work with it wet, I want you to just go in with a dry brush, not dry, but pretty dry, and just lift off some of that color in kind of a natural veining motion. And this will create some really natural veins. I guess this is pretty wet. And there you go. Pretty easy.